Hi everyone and welcome back to 3Gen Puzzles. So today I wanted to share with you this little, I wanted to show you guys this jigsaw puzzle that has a connection to my childhood. So yeah, this jigsaw puzzle is an original release from the 90s, in fact 1995. And it's a puzzle that I had from being little. I think I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I think it was my grandma's jigsaw puzzle that I grew sort of like an attachment to, and I would do it all the time. I absolutely loved it. I would think like literally like a couple of times a month I would happily be doing this puzzle, either like after school or on the weekends, or just like randomly I would just like go into the puzzle cupboard and just get this jigsaw out and just like enjoy doing it. It's not too many pieces, so it didn't used to take me long to finish, but it's kind of a unique one. It's not your average regular jigsaw puzzle. It's a 3D one, in fact, but it's not like your normal 3D ones you get today, not those plastic pieces. It's in fact a cardboard jigsaw puzzle, 3D jigsaw puzzle of the world. I'll show you that it's glaring a little bit, but yeah, this is like probably the coolest puzzle I've ever owned. But I will tell you now, this isn't my original copy of the puzzle. My copy was in really bad condition because I used it so much. The whole puzzle, like the box, the pieces, everything was just falling apart because I used it so many times. And I don't even know if we got it brand new or if we got it secondhand or given, I don't know. So yeah, it was in horrible condition, and we ended up donating it because every now and again, like my grandma goes through our collection and we end up donating quite a few because we don't have that much space. So I remember all through my childhood we would like go through all our puzzles and donate some, and then so we could buy more. And yeah, but this one, like, getting rid of it originally like wasn't too much of a big deal because of its condition, but then after a while I like really missed doing it. So then I didn't think much about it growing up because like life got in the way. Like I did schooling, got my first place to live, and just like got a career going, and like it didn't really matter to me that much. But then once I started like redoing jigsaw puzzles on my day off from work and building up a collection again, I really started to miss some of the puzzles I used to do as a child. So I decided I was going to track down this one, and amazingly to my luck it actually popped up in a charity shop where I lived. It's still got the original sticker on them from the charity shop. £3.50, well £3.49 I paid for it, and the box is in really good condition. Say this is from 1995, the box is in amazing condition. The pieces look in really good condition too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how this jigsaw puzzle works, because obviously it doesn't work like a normal plastic one. It is kind of, well, I mean, it still clicks together like a plastic one, but not as well because obviously it's cardboard and not plastic, so it is a little bit more difficult to get it to stay together. So what we'll do is I'll film over the box and I'll show you guys the pieces, and then we can build it together, and I'll show you how cool this jigsaw is, and hopefully you'll understand why I loved it so much as a kid. I'll just show you the back without tipping some pieces out. So yeah. So yeah, here's a little bit of information about the jigsaw and then the company, and then it does say, you probably won't be able to see it just down here, 1995. So yeah, let's get it open. By the way, I haven't even checked this puzzle yet. I bought it from the store years ago when I first moved out and got my own place, but I never actually got around to actually doing it. I just brought it home when I moved back in with my mum, and it's just been in a cupboard ever since. So I thought, you know what, we need to get this out and look at it, because it's not like I can return it now if there's any pieces missing, because I've had it for years now. But hopefully, with how good condition the box is, I'm really hoping it's been really well looked after by somebody and all the pieces are here. So let's get it open and let's have a good look at it. So let's get the lid off and have a look at the pieces. So I couldn't remember exactly. I knew it was around the 500 mark, but it is 530 pieces. So I think this probably was one of the first 3D puzzles to exist. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's exciting. So let's have a look. See, they even have the original instructions. I'm pretty sure I lost mine of these a long, long time ago. So I will explain how it works. So some of these pieces need breaking up because the last person who did it has not broken it up very well. So yeah, so this little cardboard, see, even the stand is cardboard. This I even remember my original copy. I used to wear this like a bracelet, and I don't know why. When I was doing the puzzle, I used to wear it like a bracelet all the time in case I lost it or anything like that. I do remember doing that. So yeah, this is the stand that it stands on once you've finished it. So I'm just going to pop that aside for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause for a minute and break up all these pieces so we can start from the beginning. So here we go. That is all the pieces broken up and mixed up. So I'm going to explain to you guys how this puzzle works, because it's not like your average 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle where, or just any completely flat one where you can do the edges first and then start in the middle, or you can start down here, or you can start up here, or if you get stuck over here, you can move down here. Because it's a sphere, you can't just start in the middle or move to the middle or do whichever really random bits you feel like, because it's a sphere. So you kind of either have to start either at the top or at the bottom and work your way towards the middle. So the easiest way to do it is obviously start at the bottom and work your way up, because they've done a really smart thing for you here. They've numbered, it's not going to show you, all the pieces. So every single piece has a number on it, so you can kind of, well, I just dropped one. So you can kind of see where you are with the puzzle. And the final piece, the North Pole, which is the top, is piece 530. And it even tells you that's the last piece. So how you start is the pieces here are all quite small, but your starter pieces and your end pieces are quite large. So this is the South Pole, piece number 1, and this is how you start. So you see where the arrow is just there? That means that's where it wants you to put, whoop, dropped another one. That's where it wants you to put piece number 2. So piece number 2, you'll notice, is red instead of black. That means it's like the starter of the next row, if you get what I mean. So piece number 2 connects to piece number 1, and then you do the other pieces. Obviously piece number 3 goes there, and then so on, like you move them around, and so you get all the way around the edge. And then once you get to piece number 9, which is the last one of that row, this one has an arrow on to show you that it's time to move to the next row, and piece number 10 will be then red to show you that it's the next piece of a new row. So I'll just fit these pieces together, and then I'll show you guys more sort of what I mean. So what I've done is I've flipped all the pieces over so you can see every single number. So this part, the bottom part, is built up now. So as you can see, as I explained, so where the red arrow points to, it basically means you have to start a new row of pieces. So where the red arrow points to, that is where you put your piece with the red number on, and then you follow the row around until you get to the end. And then you will have a piece that has a red arrow on it pointing upwards, which basically says you've to start a next row here, basically. So once you get to all the way to 9, you would find 10, which I've already found out. So then what you would do is, so you get 10, and then you would pop it just there where the arrow is pointing to. So as you can see on the picture, well, you can't really see on the picture that it matches because it's all blue, because we're doing the bottom of the ocean right now. So as you can see on the bottom, look, the South Pole all matches up like that. As you put the pieces together, they do pull themselves into sort of like a curve to make the sphere. So I'll do the next few rows for you, and you'll see how it kind of goes together. So as you can see, I've just popped 25 in. I've just done that whole next row. And 25 has the, if it focuses, 25 has the red arrow. So above number 10 is where you put 26, which will be a red piece. So as you can see, it's starting to take a bit more shape now. So we're up to piece 49. So piece 50 will be there, and it'll be red. I'm hoping I've found them all out, because I went through them all and I found, tried to find every piece that was below 100, so I could do this video a bit more easier for you guys. So yeah, hopefully I've got them all there. So yeah, as you can see, it's taking shape, and it does have a natural curve. The pieces do have a natural curve, but you do have to bend them a little bit to get them to take shape. But yeah, as you can see, the picture is definitely forming there, starting to get a little bit of some countries on there. So there you go, that is the first 100 pieces put in. So we are left a bit of a gap at the end of this row. 99 sort of cuts off there, and there's like the rest of that row to go. So I'm going to go through the hundreds now and divide them up as well, so we can carry on and make it to the next row. I'll just turn it upside down and show you how it's coming along. Look, we're just getting to more of the countries now. It does need maybe a little bit of a reshape, which I'll do towards the end, just to get it like perfectly shaped into a circle. But yeah, slowly getting there. I'd say we're about a quarter of the way through already. So that's all the 100 pieces sorted, apart from one that I accidentally dropped back in the box and I didn't see where it went. But hopefully it'll turn up soon if I start looking for it again. It shouldn't be too hard to find now. But yeah, so that's all the 100s. So let's get them all put on and let's see what it looks like. So it is definitely starting to take shape now. We're up to piece number 199. And we've got Australia on there now. And yeah, so I'd say we're about a third of the way up now. It's looking really good. So let's do the next 100 pieces. So there we go. We're well over the halfway point now. It's looking really good. It's really taking shape. These are all the 300s now that I have to do. And then just the 4s and the 5s. So like I say, we're well over the halfway point now. It's looking really good. I have tried to reshape it as I've gone to make it look a little bit more spherical. But yeah, it is looking quite good. I'll show you the inside now, how it like bends to take the shape. So yeah, I'll show you guys after I've done the next 100 pieces. So we're almost done. That's how good it's looking now. So we're on to the 400s now. There's only the 400s and those few 5s left to do. And of course those big ones over there that make up the top. But yeah, it's looking really good. After I finished it, I will spin it around so you can see every single angle. And as you can see, it's starting to like curve like upwards now and sort of like start to curve inwards as we're getting towards the top. So let's get these 400s on and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so that's the 400s done, and this now is where it starts to get a little bit complicated because the circle's closing now, so you've got to be really careful. Obviously, the closer you get to the middle, the harder it's going to get to like put your fingers in and like click the pieces in. So you've got to be really careful, and you've got to definitely make sure you don't drop any pieces into the middle. It is a really cool effect in there. You can just see like inside. It won't focus on the numbers, but oh, it is a little bit. All the numbers on the inside there. I mean, you don't necessarily have to go by the numbers if you don't want to. You can go by the picture on this side, but I've always found it easier to go by the numbers. But yeah, so let's get these last few pieces in. We're into the 500s now, so let's get them in and then I'll show you how you do the top. So there we go. It's just the top piece to put in now. As you can see, it's a square piece, and what it has is, see this little hole in the top? Well, what happens is this piece here pushes out like this. So what you have to do is, so you push the piece out like that, bend it over, and then you put it into place, and then you use the hole to kind of like push your fingers through to clip the piece into place. And then once you've done, you just simply close that. And there you go, guys, a completely finished globe puzzle. As you can see, it is nowhere near as good as the plastic ones. As you can see, like, because it's cardboard, the pieces kind of do stick out here and there because they don't 100% perfectly click together. But when you've got it on display and it's like in the distance a little bit, you can't really tell. But I think for a 3D puzzle from the 90s, I think this is kind of impressive. Plus the fact that it is 100% cardboard as well makes it even more impressive to say that it completely fits together with no support whatsoever in the middle or anything. It just completely fits together by itself. So there you go, guys. I'm really happy I got to show you that. I'm really pleased that I've actually sat here and done this puzzle for like the first time in however many years. And I've actually really enjoyed doing it, even though like I'm a grown-up now and I haven't done this puzzle since I was about 6 years old. I've really enjoyed doing it, and I'm probably going to do it again in the future now. And what I might do though is, because it's taken me a couple of hours to do it, I might have it out on display for a little while. We'll see. So thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.